So I totally need your help today. Hey, it's Chris, the Batman statue collector. Welcome back once again to Brotherhood of the Bat Collectibles. And today I'm in a bit of a conundrum. I'm in a bit of a mystery. I'm a bit of a should I, shouldn't I? And I need your help because over the years, I've asked you for your help a lot, whether it's the Bat Bunker, whether it's display options, whether it's pieces to get. And you've always had really good advice for me. And some of you, of course, you're always going to be 50-50 no matter what. But that's just the nature of YouTube, right? The nature of the community. But I do have a conundrum today. I have a question to ask you guys about whether I should keep a statue. It's actually a pre-order that is getting ready to ship soon. And I'm talking about, and you can probably tell from the thumbnail, but of course, Batman versus Joker, Eternal Enemies by Sideshow Collectibles. Now, this is a 1/4 scale diorama. It's massive. It's impressive. It's really well done. And I love the statue. I love the concept of the statue. But there were some things recently, and even from the day I ordered it, there were some pros and cons to it. Okay, there were questions in the back of my mind if I could get it to work in the cave. So I'm going to go over some pros and cons with you guys today, and maybe you guys can help me try to figure out what I should do. Okay, so a pro obviously is it's Batman and Joker, right? It's Batman versus Joker, which is my all-time favorite theme. Batman surrounded by his villains has been the central theme of my collection, but Batman and Joker have always been my favorite two characters. And knowing that they were going to be put together in one big giant diorama, definitely a pro. A con, of course, is that I already have a very similar statue in 3rd scale from Prime 1 Studio. Now that, of course, is the Batman versus Joker. It's just such an incredible piece. You know, it's just so well done. And this statue from Sideshow is, I think, kind of throwing a bone to collectors that wanted the Prime 1 piece. Very similar in concept. Now, of course, Batman doesn't have the giant wings going up. But in this one, he does have the flames, and you know, it's just a very cool concept, right? So that is a con because I already have basically that statue already in a bigger scale that works in my collection, at least for the most part. It hangs over the edge, you know, not ideal. So another pro, it's sculpted by two of my favorite sculptors. You got Daniel Bell, who sculpted Batman, and you have, of course, Martin Canale, who sculpted the Joker. And I love the fact that they collaborated on this piece. I love that it's basically two statues from two of my favorite artists joined together in this epic battle, right? All these Easter eggs, all these good things about it. With that said, of course, you can go into the con, and the con of it is that it's a little wonky. Like Batman's leg is a little bit wonky, so it has to be displayed a certain way, I think, to look correct, to look right. Some people don't like the flames on Batman's cape. Some people don't like the the gun thing that they did with the is it the boxing glove? It's not my favorite. I would definitely display it with the fish because I like the Joker fish. So there is a con there. Okay, there is a con there in terms of maybe the sculpt is a little bit wonky, and again, it's all based on the design, right? I just think that they maybe could have improved that a little bit, and maybe Daniel could, chime in on what they did with that leg, because again, that's been the number one thing that comes up with that piece. So that's a little bit of a con for me. Another con is space. Now I have a plethora of space in this Batcave, but I don't have a lot of room for quarter scales. As you guys know, my 3rd scales are on the sides. 3rd scales will be down below because quarter scales do not really look good down below. So my thought was that back wall is always going to be my quarter scales. And I thought I had tons of room, but well, that's already filling up. So I'm running out of room completely. I did just buy the Supercraft Batman, so that's going to take up space. I've got the Batman versus Killer Croc, so that's going to take up space. And the problem with this piece in particular is it's very tall. And so it's not going to fit on that back shelf. It's not going to work in that display at all. Now, of course, the middle of my room, which is a flex space, right now is all movie stuff. And that's what you guys voted. The community voted to have the movie stuff. More people said movie stuff looks better in the middle than putting comic book stuff in the middle. Now, if I had comic book stuff in the middle, I could maybe accommodate this particular piece on a podium. And I think that would look actually really phenomenal. I think of like the new Spec Fiction podiums. I love the idea of having a bunch of those in the collection. But it will not fit on the back shelf. So it is a con. And the other part of that same con is I literally have no particular space that I could put it. I don't want it in front of my Finch stuff. That's why I sold Batman Sanity. There's just not a good space in here to put it. And I really thought, well, if I just get it, I would just, figure it out. I think a lot of collectors, we just figure it out as we go, right? Figured it out. And so that's obviously a possibility. A big con, which is what got me thinking about all of this in the first place, possibly canceling this piece, is, well, first of all, I put a deposit down like you do at Sideshow, but originally shipping quotes were coming in at like $330. And I had a conversation in our private Rogues Gallery chat, and all the guys are like, you should just cancel it. You should cancel it. It's not worth it, blah, blah, blah. You don't have the space, you don't have the spot for it, and the shipping's absurd, right? Well, then people started contacting Sideshow, and to Sideshow's credit, they listened and they changed it. Like mine took a couple days, but like mine changed from $320, $30, whatever it was, to like $105 or $115. I can't remember. I have to look it back up, but that's much more doable. And again, you're thinking this is two premium formats. So $100 for me is like, that's fantastic shipping, right? So I again posed that question with the Rogues guys, and they changed their tune a little bit. Like, oh, that's a better deal. You should go for it. Blah blah blah. And so that's kind of where I'm at. Like at the very least, I could cancel, right? I can cancel, and then that would give somebody else the chance to have it. At the same time, though, should I get it? Should I go ahead and get it in so I can see it with my own eyes? I can, at that point, decide if I should keep it or not. I could, at the very least, review it. So that clearly is a very good option, right? To be able to review it. And then it's probably going to be something that people are going to want to buy from me. So, I don't think I'm going to have a really hard time selling it necessarily. But, in this market, who knows? So those are the pros and cons of owning this piece. And so what do you guys think? Like, do you guys think I should get it, review it, at least see if I want to keep it? Or do you think I should just flat out not even bother with it so I don't have to worry about the shipping, don't have to worry about packing it back up? Of course, it is content for the channel, so that's always a good thing, right? And then that would help other collectors decide if they want it or not. But again, let me just know what you think. I just want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear what you guys have to say, because I'm just really struggling with this one, especially knowing that I don't have a spot for it, But again, at the same time, I could review it and sell it, and then I have to worry about the spot anyway. So I'm just curious as to what you guys think, because I'm really struggling with this one. So let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, thank you for watching this little video again of me just talking out my problems. And again, I can't thank you enough for helping me through that. I always can rely on you in the community. So again, thank you very much. I hope you all are having a great rest of your day. And let me know what you guys think. I'll see you soon in the Batcave. Bye, everybody. Hey guys, I have partnered up with Comics on Coffee. Now, I first saw these guys at a local comic book convention. I'm like, what is this? Comics and coffee? Yes, please. It combines two of my favorite things. I drink coffee every morning. Now, they offer all sorts of different flavors. This one right here is my favorite. This is the Dark Night Roast. It's a strong, bold flavor. And then, of course, they have fun, flavors like Blueberry Blast, which features the Joker here. You also have more of a mild roast here with the Batgirl. So depending on what kind of coffee you like to drink, they have caramel. They have all these different flavors. And of course, the packaging is really fun. It has old school comics on them. Just a really cool deal. And of course, I love to support anything that has to do with comics. So if you're interested in ordering these, use code BSC at checkout. I will have the links down below in the description, but I highly recommend it. Really good stuff. Comics on Coffee. Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these two awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.